Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jalen Williams.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends. But it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Williams. And it's Njai in at the center, locking down the middle. And for New Orleans, we've got Barnes. He's out there with Charles Bassey. Marks is out there with King. And it's Flanders in at the two guard. Now here's King after Jaylen Brown's miss. King with it. Pass to Marks. Just 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Oklahoma City. Brown finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. SGA's got his team on the board to start the game for the Thunder. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy, too.
Brown dishes to Holmgren. SGA looking it over. Lets it go from 11. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Marks. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Flanders misses. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach. I brought up Jalen Williams, and coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but coach seems confident that it'll get results. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Flanders. He had 27 points last game.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Holmgren left side. Pass to Williams. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. As he pulls it in.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Holmgren the pass to SGA. The Thunder with another miss. Pelicans trail by 4. King outside. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Brown, guarded closely. From deep three-point land. And that one is off. The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Now here's King, 11 points last game. Here's Flanders. To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. Number 1, Jalen Williams.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Flanders. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Ryan is checked in for the Thunder.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Now here's King. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Williams can't hit.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Thunder with the lead. The kick out to Williams. Trying to find SGA. Gets it to him. Back to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the baseline, Jay. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Flanders. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that, you know, maybe.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Smith checked in for Oklahoma City. Jaylen Brown comes in for Holmgren. And here is King. Pass to Ramsey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ramsey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Willis is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's King, and it's Flanders in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Brown. Still yet to score. Smith sets the pick for Bryant. Williams for 3. King with the block. Here he goes. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Flanders. Good on the 3-point shot. Flanders has got the lead up to 1 now for the Pelicans. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pelicans?
They're really
fucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. And it's getting closer. The All-Star voting with just 7 days left. Here's how it's shaping up.
And guys, I think it's fair to say things are finally coming into focus. We're getting a really good idea of who's going to make it.
You look at SGA, he's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Bryant outside. Hachimura setting the pick for Bryant. No good with the triple. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Here's Ramsey. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Cotton. Drills it from outside. Cotton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Hachimura kicks to Brown. Shoots from the baseline, and it's King with the rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Back to Henderson, takes the 3. The Thunder pull it in. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Thunder making the shot.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look for Oklahoma City. Njai checked in, and it's Holmgren in for Bryant. Henderson against Brown. Pass to Williams. SGA on the wing. His last outing, he had 18 points, and he comes up with the deuce. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Willis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Cotton, the pass to King. Shot clock at 5. Yep, that one goes in there. King's got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Pelicans.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Brown. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Willis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Henderson. The tray. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
From about 16, they grab their own miss. King, the pass to Willis. Now King. Willis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. King's shot is off. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Thunder.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by just 2. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Jalen, a strong defensive effort thus far. What do you guys need to improve on in the second half?
To be honest, it could be a little better. We could all be a little better, especially me. Made a little bit of mistakes in the first half, so second half we got to clean it up.
He set the bar high, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. All right, they're thinking about this shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
Yeah, watching these guys make me want to be out there, Shaq. I mean, all the space they have to shoot it in right now, man, this would have been my time, Shaq.
Jet with a little FOMO here.
Yeah, I'm glad I played when I did.
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
The Pelicans trail. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then there's Brown, and it's Njai in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Flanders, just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the 3 ball is good. King's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pelicans. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you, Kevin.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's King. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot's good by Flanders.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's Brown. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. They set the pick. And taken away by Brown. Holmgren the pass to Brown. Here's Njai. Bassie defending. Brown kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Enjai. Brown outside. Cash money. Brown with the train.
3 points. That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
King outside. Here's Marks. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Marks.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Outside, SGA. Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. Pelicans with the rebound. King's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bessie. Here's Marks. He's covered by Brown. Marks passes to King. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And checking out some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Inside, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
King outside. Fires from deep. Here's Bessie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Out to the wing. Here's Marks. And he banks in the layup. Marks has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Williams got a hand on it. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Had a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Now, here's SGA. He's guarded closer. To the inside. Here's Enjai. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Marks. Back to King. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Here's Williams. The Pelicans make their last shot. Count that one.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Now here's King. He's got 13. Pass to Marks. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Marks has got 7 points for the quarter.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Enjai. And here is Brown. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Bessie, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Lyons checked in. And now it... Oklahoma City leading by 3. We've got Henderson, and it's Cotton in at the 5, roaming the pitch. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Thunder making the shot. Henderson with it, picked up by Bryant. King, the pass to Flanders. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Brown. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Hachimura setting the pick for Mitchell. Misses the 3. Pelicans trailed by 3. King outside. Out to Henderson. Pass to Flanders. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now, here's Mitchell. Bryant from deep 3. And it's King with the rebound. King's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Henderson passes to Ramsey. King left side. There's the screen. Here's Flanders. They get it again. Now here's King. He's tightly guarded, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Pass to Flanders. Kick out to King. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cotton. He's covered by Hachimura.
And that's terrific D by Hachimura. He's shown he has the strength and length to match up against almost anyone.
Brown outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw missing.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage. And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
Now here's King. Pass to Flanders. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Njai checked in. Here's Mitchell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Flanders to take the lead. Gets a hand on it, and it's Bryant with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Njai. Snatched away. And now we go courtside for this story on Jalen Williams. Allie, take it away.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Oklahoma City's head athletic trainer. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
Allie, thank you for the update.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Ramsey. And again, no good by New Orleans. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Henderson passes to King. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Garrett. No one near him. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown kicks to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against King. King with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error and very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Brown. Mitchell against King. Bryant passes to Holmgren. King with the steal. Pass to Garrett. Now Barnes. Kick out to King. And the Pelicans miss again. The Thunder with the lead. Holmgren outside. Here's Njai. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
King outside, out to the right wing. Here's Ramsey, defended by Bryant. Here's King. It's good. This game is all even.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Now, here's Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. And it goes down 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Garrett. To the middle. In the corner, Henderson with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
New Orleans has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And the dunk by Barnes.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Now, here's SGA. And here's Bryant for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Bryant's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
You see the quarter where it is from home. With a nice job spotting the open man.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ramsey. Henderson outside. Here's Ramsey. New Orleans moving the ball around. Nobody near Barnes. Offline with his 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for. Shoots for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And Mark Daignault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. King against Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rugged finish from Gilgeous-Alexander.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Here's Barnes. They set the pick. It's good!
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Williams outside. No good from 3. The Pelicans trail. And here we go.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the Thunder making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Now Holmgren. Jalen Williams. And he does not hit. 1:29 left in the fourth. Here's Flanders. Jacks up a 3. The 3 goes down.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want to take the big shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Here's Njai. Outside is TA. The 19-foot shot does not go in. Here's New Orleans. It's a 3-point game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And again unable to change the momentum here. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Here's Flanders. He's guarded by Williams. So New Orleans wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Slim.